Welcome back to another episode of Dumb Stuff with Matt. Still waiting on parts for the Spitfire. I do have a scheduled appointment to get the exhaust finished middle of next week, so that will be an upcoming video. For the golf cart, we officially have windshield ordered, back seat ordered, new dash, we got a new steering wheel, we got all sorts of parts ordered for the golf cart. So, what are we going to do this week? Well, I kind of already started it and didn't record anything, so here we go. What we got is a gentleman that owns the local watering hole, who happens to be a friend of ours. He just retired from his job of like 40 some odd years, and thought maybe it'd be cool to make him some wall art for the bar. Now this, at one time, was a whole little Tikes car. Basically what had happened was, this thing had been sitting behind the bar in the alley for at least 2 years, maybe 3, maybe 10, who knows. So it was pretty faded, pretty trashed. I split it down the middle here, painted it his colors, the orange and the blue. We still need to clear coat it. Obviously we've got the little Bucky and the little Wally, just because he hates those guests or those stores. Thought it would be funny to put those on there for him. So I think first move is we are going to throw some clear down, and while we wait for the clear to dry, I got another little project to knock out. So let me put you on the stand. Well, we've given her the typical prep of acetone. Let's just lay down some clear here, see how it turns out. Get over here, fly. We are using the fancy old Rust-Oleum. Every bit of paint on this was either a Walmart or Menards, so don't think I got all fancy on you guys. Here we go. I try not to go too thick with cheaper clear coat. It tends to have a little bit of a yellow tint to it, and I can oftentimes change the intended color that you were going for. So take that as a little bit of advice. If you do stupid things like me, it will burn you. It's burned me multiple times now. Had to repaint something completely because the color was just a bit off. Usually, with gooder, like higher quality clear coat, the paint will actually brighten almost a little bit. Don't have to be real specific about the inside. It's going to be inside of a bar where nobody's going to see it. So, all right, we'll let that cure up. Let's move on to the next project of the evening. Well, our clear coat's dry. We've got our sign cut about how I want it to be done. We're going to go ahead and put a test rivet in and see, what looks good here. So, off we go, I guess. Got your standard old hobo freight rivet, along with a cheap rivet gun from Ace Hardware. Okay, so we got a little bit of pressure on it. I don't want to go all the way yet because I want to make sure that sign is level on the car. See, if I press it down a little harder, I can still wiggle it just a little bit. So let's set it down on the ground. See what we can see. Well, that didn't work out so hot. That's okay. That's okay. So, let's do a little bit of this. I like that. I think that's going to work out just fine. Okay. Liking it. Looking good. I almost wonder if I shouldn't have leaned it a little bit more. Because that would make sense. You son of a bitch. In the hole you go, little fella. Well, doesn't have much of a choice to go there now. So let's get her back up here. We'll finish the surgery. Switch you guys back around. I'm hoping this sign will do a little bit of contouring for me. That would be a nice option to have here. And again, like I said, I would love to show you guys the name of the bar, but I don't want to be that guy who just throws their buddy's stuff around the old interwebs. Okay, happy with that. Let's do one more. Check. Switch. Click. Bang. Bang. Let's see what happens if I actually go to the point where I get it to pop. There's one down. Okay. Well, this is going pretty smooth, guys. I'm not going to lie. I thought this was going to fight me more than it did. I think all in on this project, I might have 3 hours of work. Well, come on out, little fella. Well, are you stuck in there? You are. Well, just when I spoke too soon. Oh, it's stuck in there. Hang tight a second. Well, it's on there. I'm not sure if I'm happy with it. There's a couple of spots where when I put the sign on, it scratched the paint of the car just from rubbing. So I think we're going to pull this back off and try something a little different. So, where's my drill? There's my drill. Let's give her a little. Whoa, scared me to death there. Wasn't that just fancy? Oh, maybe it's staying, I guess, because it just broke my drill bits off. Isn't that special? Well, let's see how it looks from a distance. Will it pass inspection? I think it will. What do you guys think, huh? I think that's a horrible retirement present. But, speaking of retirement presents, I gotta go drop this thing off to the fella. So, maybe I'll go, celebrate his retirement. Have a few beers. Could be a big night. It is hot, guys. I got the air conditioner going in this garage, and it's still probably in the 90s in here. I am sweating. So I think we're going to call it here. We talked about the Spitfire parts. We talked about the golf cart parts. Air conditioner situation. So, last year, I bought that little mini split dealie right there. Not mini split, the little standalone air conditioning unit from the neighbor. It works okay until it gets into the 90s or 80% humidity. Then it becomes unbearable in here. So I've been doing some researching. It looks like we're going to end up putting a mini split in here. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos, talked to a couple of installers. Sounds like that's the way we're going to go with this. So, I bet before the end of summer we're going to be doing an install video on a mini split. So if you're into that kind of thing, be looking for that. We are still just a few shy of a whopping 400 subscribers. So if you're watching this garbage content, give me a like, give me a subscribe, send me a dick pic. I don't care. Whatever. We are getting close to the weekend here. We got our Friday video will be out tomorrow, which is this one. All my golf cart parts should be here on Monday. So expect a very decent golf cart modification video for next week. Other than that, guys, it is warm. Stay cool. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Meow.